Louis, a frustrating afternoon today.
Yeah, it's obvious to see. Obviously, we've lost a game that we coming into it with confidence that we were going to win. So yeah, it's frustrating.
What do you think went wrong today?
Just maybe not clinical enough in the final third. Maybe not move the ball as fast as we normally would, or to get them moving. And obviously, the first kind of 30 minutes we went at the races, and when you're 0-0, the team will always get one opportunity, and they've managed to obviously score a good goal, and it was a sucker punch, and we're obviously devastated that we've lost the game.
Clyde's style of play, to me, they were looking for Goodwillie as the focal point, and then the kind of layoffs to the two wingers seemed to kind of stretch your defence. How much did that disrupt our style of play, do you think?
No, obviously David Goodwillie's a good player, and we knew coming into the game that obviously he'd be a focal point for them, and that's what they'd look for. But in fairness, I thought Clyde as well at times, when instead of just going long, they actually played. And we just obviously weren't maybe organised at certain stages in the game to actually just get in there and pick up the second balls, or kind of try and disrupt them. And it was just one of those afternoons that obviously frustrating. We've had a number of kind of chances, half chances, and it looked as if we could have went all day without actual scoring. So it's just another frustrating afternoon.
What do you think was it then that allowed Clyde to get maybe a slight upper hand in the middle of the park? Was it just picking up the loose balls that you mentioned there?
Yeah, I think it was a weird game towards the end anyway, because I don't think they were actually really threatening us. And, at goal in the first half, they had a good few opportunities as Cammy Bell's fought off a good save, but second half it didn't really threaten us too much. Cammy was fairly quiet, and then it's just took a moment. Obviously, it was a kind of wonder goal for them. Kind of looked over Cammy. It's one of those ones. It's the guy's got it perfect, and it's went in. So. No, it was just one of these frustrating afternoons for us, and obviously for the fans it's frustrating for them as well, obviously watching it, and we'll just need to obviously try and get a reaction now for next week, and it's obviously a must. Every game's a must win obviously, but we've not managed to do it today, so we'll definitely need to do it next week.
Big Connor unlucky not to have a goal today?
Yeah, I think a couple of people maybe were unlucky. Kind of half chances, the ball didn't just fall right to in the right place, obviously. As I say, just frustrating in front of goal. There was chances, and even Bucky at the end. It's just trying to get his obviously body in the right position, and he's managed to hit it over. But it's just to say we can't really dwell on it. It's we know how bad it is, obviously losing, and we know how much the fans are hurting as well. And it's just about us, as I say, putting obviously a reaction next week, and showing them that obviously we're hungry to win games here.
What, if anything, did you see of the disallowed goal today?
Um, I don't know, the refs and obviously linesmen, that they've obviously got they've spoke, or they've came to a decision. They can't really look into the kind of situations where we're saying it's disallowed. Obviously at the time I went away to celebrate, but at the same time they've had a goal disallowed as well, and they probably thought they'd scored. So it's just, I mean, decisions obviously change games, so I've not even seen it or looked back at it. It's just at the moment, obviously I've just celebrated as if it was a goal, but as I say, I've not looked at or seen it back, so I can't really comment on that.
Given the game at Starks, well, we've ended in a draw, how disappointing is it? Because it was an opportunity to go to the top of the table.
Yeah, we knew obviously East Fife and Raith were going to play today. We knew it was going to be a difficult game for them, and we just obviously wanted to take care of our game today, and unfortunately we were unable to do that. We found out that they had drawn, so a win would have took us top, so it's another opportunity missed. So as I say, it's just obviously focusing on ourselves at the moment, and obviously next week's the next opportunities for us to win a game, and that's what we're going to have full focus on.
And with that in mind, what kind of things are we going to be focusing on midweek, do you think? What do we need to do differently from today to next week?
Every team's different, so obviously everything, the game plans change. So obviously we need to put the Clyde game behind us. Obviously we'll have a kind of look over it with the manager and stuff on Monday, and then we'll put it to bed, and then all focus goes on how we're going to beat the team next week. And the manager will study them, their strengths or weaknesses, how we're going to expose them. And as I say, every team's different, so we'll obviously have a look at that during the week and how to expose their weaknesses. And I'm hopeful that we'll go and get the 3 points.
I think Forfar are certainly going to make it tricky for us, aren't they?
Yeah, every game's going to be difficult. the teams are obviously hard. They battle well, and we need to win the battle before we're allowed to play, because we've got a lot of good football players on our team. So we need to win the battle first and foremost. And next week's going to be a battle. Obviously, they're going to look at the result today and probably think they've got a chance as well, and they'll be confident. So we'll need to just obviously be fully focused on ourselves and work hard, and hopefully that we'll get all 3 points.
And just finally, obviously, if you're on the right side of the midfield again next week, a new colleague beside you, because obviously Mo, unfortunately, I think will be suspended for next week. But to what extent does that give an opportunity to someone else?
Yeah, obviously it's unfortunate that Mo's suspended. But as I say, we've got a good squad here, a strong squad, and if somebody's obviously missing out through injury or suspensions or whatever it is, then I'm more than happy for someone else to obviously step in and do a good enough job for the team. So it'll be a decision to be made by the gaffer, and as I say, there's a lot of boys to choose from that can obviously fill that spot that's obviously vacated from Mo.
Well, as always, thanks for your time.
Right, cheers.